Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted to be joined by the big man himself, big Frazer Clarke. Frazer, wow. I mean, I've seen the build-up to this fight and there's been no love lost between the two of you, but security had to step in there. Talk to me what was said up there.
Not really, it wasn't that bad, was it? Come on. Listen, not emotions are high, but it's getting to fight time now, and I am too nice. I'm always too nice to everyone, I know I am. But fuck this, this guy's trying to take food off my plate. That British title, I want it bad. Honestly, I really want it. Like, you guys won't believe what's been gone into this camp. The sacrifice from being one day in the hospital, my missus giving birth, to the next day in training camp. Being away through times where she struggled, with 2 kids, 3 kids. I put a lot into it, and it just all come back to me. You know what? I'm doing this, and I really want it. So it might have looked like it boiled over to you, but it was all controlled.
Well, it did look. Obviously, you're always calm, cool, and collected, and you are a big, gentle giant. Even though you're ferocious in the ring, you are a nice guy outside the ring. Everyone's your friend. But do you sort of need or enjoy a little bit of animosity to get that fire in your belly when you're going in the ring against something like TKV?
Honestly, I don't need it. My experience. I've slept in the same room as an opponent and boxed him the next day, and then beat him and had to sleep in the same room as him for another week. I've done all them experiences, so I don't need to. This is just a sport. It's a sporting side of things. It makes no difference to me. But I won't say I'm particularly fond of him. I think, like you say, I don't like people that try to bully people, try to look intimidating, and he's trying to do that once upon a time. So I won't say I'm his biggest fan, but it is what it is. We're going to fight. We'll sort it out tomorrow.
That's it. It's going to get ironed out tomorrow, definitely. Now, the British title you mentioned there, that British title was prestigious, like you said up there after the weigh-in. You mentioned how much it means to you, but we know that you win this title, there's going to be bigger and better fights out there for you. I mean, the Dave Allen rematch might be there. He's looking for that. He's wanted that British title himself. And would you entertain a Dave Allen fight? Albeit, look, he's obviously a better fight than he maybe was going into the first fight with you. But I mean, that could sell out a good fight.
Do you know what? A few times I've been asked this question. I said no. But the way the world is now and the way boxing is now, Dave is filling stadiums. Maybe I'll need Dave. When I win this, maybe I'll need to fight him. Do you know what I mean? But have a look at all the options on the table. But I do think he's improved mentally, physically, which I'm happy to see, believe it or not. Once upon a time, me and Dave we trained together, known each other for a long time. But we was opponents. It went a bit frosty after that, but we're fine now, and I'm wishing him all the success. And if I come through this, and maybe I think he's expected to box. I think he's got a date coming up soon.
Yeah, January.
He gets through that well. Never say never. I think me and Dave Allen 2 could be a great fight.
But you look at the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division, it seems over the last 2 years at least, it's been crazy to be involved in and to watch. I suppose for me, sitting on the sidelines. I mean, your old opponent in Fabio Wardley, he's now a world champion, and Usyk and Joshua's fighting Jake Paul. It seems like the heavyweight division is just a crazy division, but exciting division to be in. When you look at the sort of atmosphere and everything around the heavyweight division, does that excite you, the way everything just keeps on flip-flopping around?
When I sit there and look at the names, and I think, I could beat him, and some of these guys are above me, you'd be daft not to be excited, wouldn't you? I think at the minute, the way that boxing is, it's all about looking good, and then it's about opportunity. You've got to keep your phone on, you've got to be fit all year round, Keep the phone on. If that call comes, you've got to be ready to take it. But winning this British title should give me some leverage anyway, so I think you should have a few options wherever to go, where here and there. I know that Ben and Boxer have got some big plans. So listen, I just want to be involved in good fights, do as well as I can, and earn as much bucks as I can.
Well, talk to me about that. British title is going to have a target on your back. You're going to welcome that?
With open arms, mate. Definitely. Listen, we're in the sport to compete, aren't we? I've competed my whole life at a top level. I like to be in competitive fights. Knocking people over never did anything for me. Even in the early fights, the first few fights, it was like one Liverpool. I was disappointed after it doesn't do nothing for me. I like to compete. I want to be in competitive big fights that people look and say, you know what, them two there, like me and Fabio won.
First fight, yeah.
Them two there, fair play to both of them. Credit to both of them. I want to be in good fights.
That took a lot out of you, that both fighters in that first fight. I remember both of you after that final bell went and Fabio won. Both of you just went like that, and slumped down. What is that? I mean, would you like to be involved in another fight like that? People say you don't get paid for overtime in boxing, so a first round knockout is always nice. But you welcome a fight like that, Fabio first fight.
If it has to go there, it has to go there. But I'm all for an early night. I'm all for getting home before Emmerdale, me.
Well, there you go. Well, you're main event now, so you'll be 10 o'clock, so you're not getting home before Emmerdale. A couple more before I let you go, Frazer. I've got to talk to you about this. It'll be remiss of me not to. Anthony Joshua is fighting Jake Paul. Now, if it goes past the first round, would you be disappointed?
No, because what you got to realise as well, like, I'm not sure how much of a mover he is. I've not watched too much of Jake Paul boxing, to be fair. But again, people won't understand when I say this. When you're boxing someone lesser than you, it can sometimes become awkward. I know people are going to say, nah, look at the size of him. And yeah, AJ probably should be getting it done in one round, but this guy's going to be awkward. He's going to feel, he might even block a shot, and then he's going to think, fuck this, I'm not getting any more of them. He'll be on his bike. AJ obviously should be good enough to close him down and pound him to death. Not to death, but pound him, you know what I mean? But maybe 2 rounds. Maybe the first shot, I don't know.
Well, you said there, one final one for me, Frazer, because you probably want to just get some food in you now. Even though you're a heavyweight.
I just had food before we weighed in.
You mentioned there that you want to get home before Emmerdale, but you want to be in fantastic fights. That being said, you're up against TKV. He's a good opponent. What can we expect? I mean, you're going to be headlining the first fight on the BBC for the first time in 20 odd years. What can we expect? What can the fans expect from you that are watching on BBC?
Listen, I've worked hard. I'm not sure how I looked on the pictures, but I'm in the best shape I've been in. I've really worked hard. And with that, I always come to fight. I always come to compete. I always come to win. When you put that all together, I expect a good fight if he's doing the same, which I think he will be.
I think he will. I think the way both of you are talking, this whole build-up as well, hopefully that's an ingredient for a fantastic heavyweight fight. Big Frazer, as always, I appreciate your time as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, mate.